Sure. Yeah, sure. A recap. The last time we played this game, the party left. There was some we finished up the strangeness with Kaelirra and the stopping of time for some exposition, where she was told a bit of some kind of fate that she is drawn towards. And she found Taz still alive miraculously, locked up under the capital in a prison cell and tormented day and night
for what he
the
deserves.
things that he did.
For fatwa-related purposes.
And so the party decided to leave him there and just left. They left the capital.
The alternative would be Demon War. And he kind of did have it coming. I mean, okay, not to the degree that he got completely fucked up, but he kind of had it coming.
He murdered a guy.
It's okay. Yeah, he murdered a guy and started a different kind of war. He murdered an innocent man.
Yes, he murdered an innocent man and started a genocidal war. It was pretty bad.
he can sit in his fucking hole until we fix Time Warp after we've gone to the City of Elves to hopefully find the key in that time, so we can just sort of jump back and fix shit.
Right. So the party decided to leave the capital and have headed back south towards Gael'aevas, with the intent to search the ruins for Salaran's workshop again, in hopes of finding what are their original purpose, to find the heart of magic.
Sounds about right. We had a brief stop for a badge apocalypse. We destroyed the badger.
In the meantime, they stopped off in the forest where they had an encounter with badgers.
I guess it would be spelled.
And they began to hear things in the night. Tremendous stompings and crashing of trees. And some of the sneakier party members went off to scout and see what it was. And when they found what happened, they found a trail of destruction through the forest. And upon following that, they found a tremendous titanic badger that was larger than the trees and was thrashing its way through the forest with a pack of its smaller brethren.
Our smaller ones.
Deciding to go back, they left and gathered up the rest of the party to try and remove this monster from the threat of the world, or maybe just decided to have some fun and decide to try and off this super huge monster.
Yeah, sounds about correct.
It was a long fight, and some people got thrown into trees, and there were many badgers, many dead badgers as a result, and they did eventually kill the Badger of World's End.
There was a kill done.
Yes, there was a kill done. I believe it was in fact phantasmal killer to death, because Cadia allowed it to feel fear when it was immune to fear effects.
Yes, his big old heart exploded in his chest.
Yes, it had a heart attack.
He was done a big frighten.
A creature that is not supposed to give a shit about anything or be scared of anything at all died of a heart attack of fear. An ironic death, I suppose. And then that was that. The party returned to their camp to wait out the night.
Yep.
And can set forth again in the morning towards their objective.
All things considered, not a bad job. At some point, the boss
Bad
probably
time.
gets some kind of nighttime massage thing, what with currently dying from puking up her spell levels.
She's having a bad time. In the morning, she has to revitalize herself, and she glows a strange blue light, like you have seen a few times before. But afterwards, she seems refreshed.
I assume that it is still, not good news. Refreshed or not, I imagine that's because she's literally just burning spell levels to keep going. I suppose at some point I asked, how does it work?
Okay. Well, I suppose it's kind of not really. It's more like just a transference of power from one state to another. I gained a lot of, I suppose, power when I was in Venture, and it is in the same way as I am granting powers to Mahali, but it's more like I am burning that power within me in order to fuel my magic.
I see. Regardless, doesn't seem especially pleasant.
It's not, no. It does hurt a great deal, and I'm feeling a sense of weakness at all times.
Well, hopefully we'll be done here. I suppose the question also stands, how long can you stand?
Well, and it's hard to say. I've never been in this situation before, but I have been thinking about it. In order to leave this place, I have to use what is known as I have to use a 9th level class of magic in order to leave the sphere. And so it is a race against me being able to no longer cast the heights of magic anymore. Although after that, if that were to happen, I suppose there would be one other way, and that would be to tap into a source of power that could re-energize me temporarily.
I don't know, like a certain salad finger starfruits, big magical thing.
Well, that would do it. Tapping into a nice fat ley line might also be enough.
It's like
Although
ripping on a sweet doobie.
Well, that might adversely affect this world. It is not suited for such high levels of energy.
Well, let's try and avoid exploding the world then. Right, the man.
Does it really matter
if I stay here long enough, and let this world suck the magic out of me, it would probably improve the world a little bit. I would have a hard time about it, though.
I imagine so. So let's not quite let that happen. We'll go real fast.
Does it really matter if, when we get back to my time, we just, stop this world from ever having existed?
The whole world? This whole place forever has been, super low magic.
Right, but this is 100 years in the future of my time. If you suck the magic out of now, and now never happens, then what does it matter?
Oh, what, you mean totally heck up the entirety of this land and then leave because this time never happened? That, I don't know, that does still sound kind of like murdering a whole planet, though.
We're gonna do it anyway.
Well, no, I mean, this just doesn't happen as opposed to everyone dies and then this place
and then
doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. What's the difference?
Can I say I hate time?
timelines.
I once heard a story from a compatriot I met about a person who used a artifact once to channel the energy of a plane into themselves and try to become a god. Suppose it would work something along those lines. Just trying, as what you're proposing, yes. Draw the magic of this time, of this world into the other one. That would
Or
be
just start
dangerous.
smashing time streams together.
Sure, why not?
It sounds like cheating, but I kind of like it. Hard to say.
Sounds like messing
All-
with things we ought not to be
It's
messing
only
with.
cheating if you get caught.
All very theoretical, too.
Well, I mean, it's not an issue if we just go quickly and, like, don't get you magically destroyed, so shall we?
I suppose. Let's go on a wild goose chase.
We already said that we weren't, so we were sadly going to have to avoid the goose, unless it's around here. In which case, fuck yeah, we get to kill a super goose. Or I guess since it's got so many heads, it's just a super geese, even though it's a singular beast.
Yes, it is a bunch of geese.
This goose is a geese, look out!
But it is still just one creature.
Yeah. Unless every head is sentient, because it's just one landmass to port a whole bunch of consciousnesses at once.
Or wait, since it's a Hydra, if you cut off one of the heads, maybe instead of the body growing more heads, the heads grow new bodies.
Is that how that works?
That's not how that works.
Oh.
That'd be terrifying if that happened.
That would be pretty fucking sweet, though. I think we could all agree. That'd be pretty fucking sweet.
Well, it would be able to feed a lot. A goose in every plot.
Oh no, now that we're talking about some kind of farming one single creature of many sentiences for dinner. that is some end of the world tier shit right there.
Is it sentient?
Bind a Hydra in place and just continue to cut its
Continue
heads
just
off.
yeah.
It just grows more heads.
It's the same
and-
thing as
Oh
eating
good,
a
it's
troll.
Hydra for dinner again. I bet that would get really tired after a century or two. Oh fuck, it's Hydra McNuggets. Oh no. That being his code name.
Reminds me of a chef I once encountered who kept a troll locked in the dungeon.
I mean, trolls aren't good eating though. It's just kind of a waste.
It's meat.
I don't know. I figured trolls were always kind of like big old mushrooms, if you think that's why they keep on growing back and stuff. Because, I mean, they can't just grow limbs forever, but somehow they do, even without eating.
No, that's
So,
orcs
you know,
who are
probably a
mushrooms.
mushroom. Orcs aren't mushrooms.
That's what my mom
So you
said.
suddenly
That's
have a-
another plane of existence,
You
and then the
suddenly
world
have
starts
a
smashing.
problem with
mushrooms.
constant regeneration when it's not a goose Hydra.
Well, I mean, that thing might also... I mean, it might have actually got a limit. We don't know if that one doesn't get its heads back or not. Because maybe because it's not a troll, it's not like a mushroom, so it can't grow more stuff back. Yeah.
Just start shredding at Earth skulls. Okay, so how many are we this time?
How many are you?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of us.
Okay,
All
but two
medium
can
sized.
fly.
Yeah. 8 of us all medium sized, but technically 2 can fly, so I guess 6 medium. I will statuify Zigzag before we travel again. I think we can reach Gael'aevas in like literally this next day.
Yeah,
I've already moved you guys
Oh right, okay.
for a day's travel.
right? Where are we?
You're at the now.
Ah,
You are at
It's
the Aegis.
back.
At the end of the day of this conversation, you are at the edge of the forest, bridging the plains.
Yeah.
Still black, so
Yes, because this is an undiscovered world, and you have no map, and you have no fucking map.
well, I trying to find it. Ah, there it is. Yeah. There we go.
No one actually bought a map. So now you all you have is what you discover.
Well, I sit there with my binoculars and just write down a map as I see.
Yes, and that's what this is. That is what you are getting here. This revealed line. Oh, well, I guess we could reveal a bit more nothing for you.
Of course. Gonna crown her queen nothing.
The life that embrokenates us all. Yeah. Was it this woods or the previous one where we encountered our load of badgers?
It's the ones behind. It's the ones you just came from.
That had all the badger swarms. What did we come across in this place then? Or did we not make an encounter in?
Assholes.
Oh yeah.
You came across a patrol of demons while you were.
Oh yeah, they were kind of a bit like dickheads.
Hmm.
Just a bit. A skosh.
Hopefully the word has spread that the prince is actually back and they can go fuck themselves.
We'll see. We'll see. Don't show that again.
I heard that.
Okay. So, all right.
Kina tends to whisper under his breath.
You guys are going to. Let's see. You're still a ways away from a safe place to sleep at. So, whatever.
It's cool. I can play scout.
Okay. All right. Well, all things considered, this night will go well after the last one. There is no issue.
What? They don't get to roll?
Yeah.
Nobody gets to roll?
No roll this time.
Slow your roll.
No roll this time. Besides, frankly, anything other than something really big, you guys are just gonna fucking just annihilate it anyway.
Yeah, we actually encountered like some kind of turbo army, but frankly, it was beneath us.
So it was just like, well, for the sake of brevity, let's just say
we kill the Badger of
does.
Universe's End.
Yeah, we killed the Badger. The Badger.
The Badger.
The Badger from which all other badgers derive.
Let's see. I will make some rolls though.
Apocalypse.
6 and 6. Let's see.
Roll one more d8 so we can get the number of the beast.
Oh no, it's going that way. How many squares is it going to go?
Chat suggests the Badger of Heat Death.
No.
The Badger of Heat Death.
5.
Oh
1
god.
plus 5 is 6. 6, 6, 6. Oh yes. Hail Satan Badger.
How long is this
Bit of
one?
a stretch.
Where's this
Savin.
one gonna go?
You need to
Oh,
think
you're
more
just
metagamey.
1, 2,
Look,
3,
That's
4,
a
5.
pure 6.
You're just fucking going off in the fucking nowhere land. Okay.
Oh, are you doing map movement?
I'm doing map movement.
Oh, was that a chance for the goose to just come and heck us?
There are some creatures that are moving around on the GM layer across the map, and I'm deciding which directions they go in and how far they move per day.
I have a macro built for that for Vikings and D. It's gonna be great.
Yep.
Nice.
How many Castellan raiders?
Kitsune?
Yes.
It is
Why haven't
a
I heard anything about this?
because it filled because it filled the moment it opened, and it's in Sunday mornings.
Oh.
Sorry, no. This is going to be the Saturday slot. But yeah, it's a short run thing, and it immediately failed. And it's based in one of my settings. I created this world.
Yeah, so
Everyone.
I'm running a game in
Such
Scow's setting,
sadness.
and Scow's running a game in 70. It's gonna be great.
Such
And neither of us are going to
sadness.
totally fuck up either of our worlds. It's fine, I'm sure.
Everything's fine.
Well, I mean, it's impossible for Savin to screw mine up. Mine is just Beowulf. And you are running Beowulf.
Yep.
But it's exciting.
All right. Well, let's see. Would someone like to roll a d100 for me?
Sure. 43. A nondescript number if ever there was one.
43.
It's not
Yeah,
even
no one
the
messes
answer.
with 43.
The weather is normal. Weather is absolutely fine. It's all good.
Might
No
even say
problems at all.
nondescript.
It's clear. It's clear skies. And so, moving on towards your objective. You can go about 80 miles in a day with your flight, which would take you to just beyond Nithrendel if you want to go past it, or you can stay there the night.
The fuck is Nithrendel there?
Nithrendel
That's the
is
town
the
we
city, is
started
the town that you guys have visited a few times. It is a town on
Wait,
the.
was
It
that
is-
the one where we picked up the stray dogs?
Yes.
Okay.
Stray dogs. Oh, the elves. Yes.
I vote we don't stay there.
Don't stay at Nithrendel this time.
Nah. We need nothing there.
Okay.
Just fly over and then Cali can, you know, like, shit mid-flight, aim for the guards.
Why would I do that?
'Cause they're
Oh no,
assholes,
why
dude.
is that fox hoisting its legs up?
Oh my god.
I'll pass, thanks.
We call this trickle-down economics.
Well,
Just wait for the trickle.
Here's your liquid tax return.
All right. Well, let's see.
Can't wait to arrive.
Yeah, you will arrive fairly quickly the next day. So that's not too far.
Yeah, I'm still like sipping morning coffee in the sky.
And you're fairly close to the town and the patrols. Oh, things should be okay for you guys.
Except if we're evil, they kill the patrols.
Let's see. Now let's see. All right, fine. You guys want to roll for things?
no.
No.
We don't get XP in this campaign, guys. Calm your tits.
How about someone roll me a d6? Actually, roll
Roll
me
a
4.
D6.
Actually, roll 4 d6s.
Oh,
no.
What?
Oh no.
Wait, shit, that's 3d5.
Oh no. That's 6. It's going in that direction. Uh-oh.
And then the goose whirled its end, just ran into a volcano. It's fine.
No.
We're gonna get eaten out of the goddamn
No,
sky!
that's not where it went.
Oh no, is it destroyed a city?
Um,
Did it go up here?
It's
By any
It
chance?
went into
Um,
town.
It went into town, didn't it?
That's the answer. If everyone in town is
Ah! Look at it!
it
We
went
missed.
directly into August Hold.
Well,
So
But
let's
then
see.
amplified
3,
multitudes.
and then 4. 1, 2, 3. You're going to go. You're just gonna turn around, are you? Okay.
So just it smashes into them and leaves again.
Well, we'll see what happens the next day.
This goose is
The
again.
next
decides to leave.
exciting
She's
episode
amazing.
of Goose and D.
I mean, shit, if Mierah kicks the bucket, may I have to play some kind of awakened goose?
God.
No, party wipe, and we all played different heads of the Hedrah.
Yes.
Oh, that's like a game of My Name is Fred or whatever it is. Oh god, what's it called?
We each have to make little saves.
Everyone is it's like everyone is Fred, everyone is Steve or something like that, where you all have to basically poker bet your way in for playing as the person piloting the body of the human you're in.
Say we all make little saves to see who controls the feet each round.
Each round. Oh my.
No, I will control the ass.
The ass.
No.
Just the ass.
No, Savin has to control the
Yeah, that's my
sorry,
territory.
that goes to the anal man, so.
Fuck directly off.
I'll be the peristaltic portions of the eating hole.
Savin will be able to use the Hydra's ass to cast the vocal spells.
Oh my god.
It just farts so long it's got pitch.
Oh no.
It sounds like a Vuvuzela, actually. Or a didgeridoo.
How about a didgeridoo?
Didgeridoo.
I'm gonna didgeridoo you in the ass.
Whoa.
You don't remember that headline?
No.
Oh yeah, Australians ask nicely for
yeah.
gays to stop using the sacred didgeridoo as a dildo.
A gay porno came into the limelight for using a didgeridoo in lewd ways.
Assholes.
Yeah. Also, the game I was thinking of was called Everyone is John, and it's actually a fucking hilarious game.
Everyone is John.
Yeah, it is an amazing RPG.
Sounds like it might be a good for a one shot.
Oh, it's like the kind of game you can complete in like an hour and a half, but it is an RPG, and there is very little dice rolling. It's mostly gambling at the same time as like essentially everyone plays the role of John.
Main concept is that
And you all take
but
turns
one plays a voice
being
in
John and
head.
shitting in his mouth.
Everyone but one
Making
plays
John's life
head.
terrible or
All
great.
of these voices are trying to get John to do something that they like.
Yeah, here you go. The entire rules of Everyone is John fits in a single image.
Wow.
And it is an excellent, excellent game. It is really, really fun, and you get it's even funner if you're completely shit hammered because everyone has a different thing they want John to do. I believe one person's obsession as John was to try and summon the Elder God Cthulhu into their world, which is quite amazing when compared to another person wants to give all of the orphans ice cream, and then another person wants to go to the zoo and steal a giraffe. Like, like those are the things that Everyone is John is trying to do, and you only have so many chips to gamble with. So you have to like try and take over when someone else is doing something kind of close to what you want to achieve, and then bet in to see if you can, you know, take control at the right time. It's great. I love it.
Sounds like a blast. All right. Well, poor August Hold. We'll see what happens there. You guys have to deal with
someone's gonna get goosed the fuck up.
Guys having to deal with a monster over there. Oh boy.
And I bet the
But
Queen
in the
said, like,
meantime-
I really wish the others had walked into this fucking goose, because this is not what we were prepared for. Why are you here?
On the other hand, the city could kill the goose, maybe.
Well, it's got a demon queen lady there.
It's true. If
Yeah,
anyone
but
could
she
do
has
it.
to be asked to get out of the place, remember?
The entire town exists just to weaken the goose so that she can step in and kill it.
The entire town is her ablative armor. They're like they are her comrades, aka armor, when it's translated from its original human language.
The humanitarian.
Got to bring down elf proletariat.
Excellent. But the next day we'll go, and you guys will move on to the next, where you'll head to Gael'aevas. And I will now move you to another map that I actually need to check before I actually send you in there, because I need to make sure all this stuff, things that are on the GM layer, are on the GM layer and are not everywhere else. Oh, I almost fucked up there. Okay, that doesn't matter. So, all right, you guys are. Guys are in the approach the ruins of Gael'aevas.
Ah, this place sure did get hecked up.
Sprawling along in the forest is a ruined city. There are crumbling walls that once looked like they were thick and strong, so that they could hold out a great siege. But while some still stand, you can see clear where they failed in their duty and allowed the invaders to breach the city. A lot of the city, a lot of it has been on first glance, has been left a ruin, although some seems to be more intact or overgrown with vegetation over the long years of it being no longer occupied.
Mm.
There look to be several sections of the city. Several districts. And somewhere inside, may or may not, be Salaran's workshop.
Hum, hum.
Well, out of character, we know where
Let's-
his stupid workshop is, so let's just go there.
Yeah, let's head to where it should be located. We've been
First
there
stop.
before.
You were there. Well, okay. Let's see. Where what it has been.
Sophie was there, so she remembers.
So you guys have a ball here, which is essentially you guys. And let's see. Checking. You remember it being somewhere around over here.
Savin, your stream hath eaten death again.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
There was
Again.
audio cutouts. It started a few times like some kind of dying woman's wet
Oh
fart,
yeah,
and
I
then
almost forgot.
disappeared completely.
What's the weather like today? The weather's fine. Well, still normal.
The weather is
Still
farts. Look out.
This is where you remember it being on when you went there before. Although the area is similar to where you went, it is not. You cannot find Salaran's workshop in its location where you remember it being.
Hmm.
And as there's
Yeah, but then there's a thing called underground.
okay.
Yeah, because shit, moves downward. can hide
Is there
down.
anywhere that looks temple-y, perhaps?
Temples?
Yeah.
Temples are good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. In your way in, you saw what looked like a clear distinction of districts in the city. And yeah, if you want to go look for the temples and stuff, you can find them more or less right around down here. And as you are flying over the city, which I am assuming is what you're doing,
Not last until several hours later, shall we have it?
as you're flying over the city, you pass near the center, and you notice through the vegetation and the ruined city around it, you see what looks like nothing more than a tremendous crater in the middle of the city, in the middle of what was once a great fortress.
Interesting.
And actually, I can show that. That's not much that there is there. There is a big crater.
Big crater. So it looks like the kind of maybe the center of an explosion. Looking at it.
Could be.
Let's have a peep here. I'm gonna look around for like tracks and signs of shit that might have actually been here more recently, just so that we don't walk into any little ambushes waiting for us.
Okay.
Although it's destroyed, does it still count as a city for my little bonuses?
The ruins.
It's more
They're ruins, but I don't.
than city.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have. Actually, maybe I do. I don't know. I forgot what my favorite lands are.
You are like dungeons and shit like that.
Yeah. I'm quite literally all about the urban jungle and caves and that kind of shit.
Yeah, if you say urban jungle, this is literally a city that is overgrown to a jungle.
Yeah. I mean, there is
So
that.
you're
fucking-
not wrong, but
yeah, but at the same time, it really also doesn't. It's a very strange place. I cannot find my fucking specialties. Oh my god. Why am I the worst?
Why do you do this to me?
I mean, of course, there is the best feat.
Yes.
It's a strong feature. There's my infiltrator info.
Favored terrain. That's what you're looking for, right?
Yeah. I don't remember what mine is. This character wasn't supposed to be complicated.
Cannot even check the ranger page on the D20 for favorite terrain for some reason.
Yeah. I just cannot find my fucking... Goddamn, those were my data tricks. I don't know. I don't know where it is, so I'm going to say no, it doesn't, and I'll just roll, like as usual.
All right,
What are we looking for?
Roll
What
for
my-
survival, I guess.
Yeah.
What your
That was the
specific
tracking
training
version.
or what?
There we go.
Specifically looking for recent tracks.
Yes, that was what I said. I wanted to make sure that nothing was sneakering up on us. Or had been here previously, so we don't walk directly into an ambush.
That is a decent number you rolled there, Savin.
For my
17.
non-wise ass, yeah, it's pretty good.
I rolled like shit. Got a 4.
4.
for what? Survival or perception?
21 total
Still
survival.
got 21. Okay. Well. Let's check and see what's here.
Yeah. Are there any creatures to make a walk into?
This area is mostly crumbling ruins. Some parts of the area look to be more intact, though what buildings remain as you're checking for around look to be have been looted already. Although you can see that there looks like there are some tracks around. Some look like they're animal tracks. Some creatures have moved into the city's limits.
Okay. As long as it doesn't look like anything totally out of the ordinary, we should have the run of this place then.
Nothing too out of the ordinary, no.
I'll have Zagara pop out and see if she can find any like underground stuff, because she can tremor sense. She'll know where stuff is hollow, hopefully, and have her do a little scan across the grounds.
She can make me a perception check.
Yeah. All right, Zagara, and you're not particularly good skills at anything. Give it a go. Yeah.
16. All right, as you're letting Zagara move about, using her tremor sense, as you're near buildings and things, you can feel out that some of these buildings have basements, cellars.
Cool. I will check any buildings that look particularly like they might be big and important. Or if a building looks like a piece of shit that wouldn't usually have a cellar, those are also pretty good options. See if I can just narrow it down to being specific about where I go looking.
Okay. So places that looked like they might have been important or on oddity. Okay. Okay, well, give me a perception check then, as you are searching
Do you
around.
want me to help you with that?
Yeah, you'd be able to see anything above ground better than me ever.
Sure thing. Do you want us to assist me then?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's see if I get above a 10, which I think I always do, so I don't nat 1. Boop. Look at this. This crit is going to be nowhere near the actual number you roll.
Nope.
Well,
This-
see.
Enjoy your +2 from my crit. There you go. Like, it's just, what a fucking bot.
I had debated
That was
saying
also a very high roll.
I had debated saying that if Sophie's going with you, then I'll just tell you what you find, because it doesn't her presence makes perception checks inconsequential, or just completely invalidates them.
I'm just like, yeah, sure, I can help
Specialized.
you, and then you just hear like the world give its secrets to Sophie.
All right,
You
well,
see the entire world just shift and shimmers like a passage of time replay quickly and be like, wait, what the fuck just happened? Like, this way.
what you find, yes, there did seem to be a number of temples in this area, although they look to have been thoroughly smashed in by what force had taken the city. The most prominent, let's see, what is, from what you remember when you first arrived in this time, was the what looks like it was once a temple of Talion. It is now rubble, however. And though, as you are searching, though, you find what looks like a locked basement. to the temple itself. A set of cellar doors that are half buried, but have a lock on them as well.
See, I might be able to take a crack at that.
Go right ahead.
Very well.
Yeah. 24.
24.
Mm-hmm.
With a 24, you are able to pick the lock and pop it free. You noted that while it is somewhat aged and dusty, it is in good condition still. And with it off, you are able to open the doors.
Yep, not a problem. Just dust my hands off.
All right.
Not bad. What have we got in the box?
Inside the cell, down in the cellar.
What's in
It
the fucking box?
I need to know. I need to know.
The cellar looks in surprisingly good condition. It looks to be clear of any rubble, in fact.
It's almost as if it's undisturbed.
I mean, it looks it.
Well, with your senses, in fact, specifically Sophie's eyes and Mierah's nose,
Same difference.
you can tell that no, this place isn't undisturbed. This place has had not perhaps not recent visit, but it has been visited before.
Interesting.
There are several what looked like cots or hammocks set up along the walls. There is a small area for what looks like where one might cook something, and there are crates and barrels stacked in one corner.
Okay.
Well, I'm
Interesting.
trying to see what has been here.
Yeah.
Okay. How will you go about doing this?
Well, we know the average size for elves, we know the average size for humans, and what they normally eat. So let's check the beds, let's check where they cook, and then let's check the crates.
All right.
I'll keep an ear out for anything that might be on its comings to us.
Do you want me to do a perception check there, Kinathis, or?
I mean, I would like you to, but then again, I know what you're going to get. I know what your roll is going to be. Is going to be like 40 at least or something. But sure, let's just see how it goes. Just roll anyway. I don't even care. Let's just see what insane number you get this time.
You do this to yourself,
Probably a
Kina.
decent one.
I do. It's my own fault. 35. Not 40, actually. Amazing.
Yeah, but it's a double-digit number. It's not
Yes.
Savin's 1 or 4.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, I rolled an 8 today. Thank
You rolled
you.
exactly 10. All right. Well, with a group effort, you will determine that there has been a mix of races coming down here in the past months. There is the lingering scent of a few races, primarily humans or elves.
Oh,
The
this could be.
the beds have a few fine long golden hairs on them from elves or such things like that. Checking the supplies in the kitchen, you determine that you can find that the crates in the kitchen are stocked with what look like dried provisions and barrels of water. Some of the crates, in fact, also hold weapons, swords or bows and arrows, spears,
Hmm.
and a few sets of what look like improvised or reclaimed armor.
Hmm.
A fairy place.
Think people are just doing a hideout around here or something else?
No, a fairy place. It's one of those. Out of character. It's one of the stop stations during the Underground Railroad.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes. Okay.
But during medieval times, they were known as fairy places.
Medieval
you stay there then.
times.
Yes, because you got ferried onward. Hello, tiny cat. Why are you so tiny? Because you're a tiny cat. Okay. Tiny cat is being petted. And Kina is pacing about.
Yep.
Yep.
Kina the ever pacing.
Let's see, what else is there? Hmm.
The barrels. You said something.
Oh, the barrels
the
have
boxes
water
and
in
shit.
them. These barrels are contain
Okay.
water. The crates contain weapons and provisions.
Hmm. Well,
So,
it looks like I guess if this is where survivors hang out before moving on to elsewhere, the question is where did they go from here? I haven't seen evidence of like people moving around in this area recently.
Let's see. Well, let's see. Your elves, your hangers-on, actually will speak up.
Yeah.
Well, it might. They look around, a little concerned. Well, it might actually be that maybe this is actually like not for survivors, but maybe it's like a resistance supplies.
Ah, so more a holdout than anything.
Could be.
just looks
Reasonable
at the
explanation.
weapons and armors. See, like,
Maybe your
But
salad flair,
why
fellow
won't they
lives
use-
here.
Maybe this is where Salad Fingers lives. If he's still alive now, then we're in for trouble, I think.
like what kind of trouble?
Well, he's not going to want us taking his thing, but also he would have or should have used it by now, like a long time ago, to essentially heck everyone's day up. So if he hasn't, then
Yeah.
there's going to be some kind of big ass reason for that. I don't know. If he's still around, it could be bad news. If he isn't around, it could also just be bad news trying to find his thing. Like, it should also show up, right? Quite obviously, to people who could detect magic and shit. Right?
Things like detect magic are short range. Although that one construct showed the ability to detect it over a very vast range.
So,
The one that Salaran
Wait.
created.
Yeah.
yes, but let's see. That if we know And then Sophie starts stopping and thinking, reach down, starts drawing on the floor. So if we were the entrance to his area, his laboratory was around here, then the distance we had to travel to reach that specific part of the room would place us somewhere quite eastward. Because the initial placement was destroyed, but that piece could just have collapsed the front part. The rest could be buried or entombed, to be precise.
Maybe.
Well, if you had time to make those constructs back then,
It's possible, but again, like, I'm surprised if he's still alive, honestly.
well,
What, Callie, what did your mother say about him again? Like, he's known. He's a known person.
Salaran?
Yeah.
I don't remember much, just that he was supposed to be like the greatest inventor of elvenkind, some sort of great artificer, maybe?
Yeah. Of course, back in your time when we picked you up the first time, he wasn't an anybody.
Right.
He's now known here, which means he has to have done big OG magic shit, right?
Makes sense.
so we can backtrack, see where we can get to the
Yeah.
Kinabat, can we do that?
Yeah. Do what?
Do the overlay thing by virtual the virtue of memory,
To find what?
because we were looking at for the entrance to his laboratory and like placement, and that was completely fucked up, correct?
Well, the place where you thought it would be, what they did not find anything, no. And the city, much of the city, is in, well, ruins.
Yeah, but we can do like this. What's the word? We can overlay use Sophie's brain to make like an overlay map of, well, this is where the entrance should be. Then we'll go this distance towards this should be where the
I think, okay, I know what you're going for, but I think that you are vastly overestimating how large Saralen's lab was.
well, it was at least
It was big enough to
70
have
feet.
the massive fucko in it, yeah.
It was probably like
Yeah,
300
just
by
the
300
inner part.
feet. Like, it's... D&D
Yeah.
maps
Yeah.
grossly descale things.
Like it was big, but it's like, it would probably be the size of like a noble's manor, perhaps. And that's about it. That's about the limit of its size.
Oh, that's pretty fucking huge.
I suppose it would be. Maybe that's too much.
Yeah. A noble's manor is like, well, shit, how many acres of land do we have here? Oh, a peasant size on the 50,000.
Let's say it's the size of a large, like, guild hall. Like it's the size of a large. It would be the size of a large building, but
Okay, that's
not
the
something
inner
that would
part. Then
span
he had
city
that,
blocks.
and then he had the golem room there.
Yes, you did have a large room with a giant golem in it.
Yeah, so
It was probably
we
about
take those.
20 feet, like 15 or 20 feet tall.
Yeah, so that would be at least 10, 20, 15 feet on each side, so it would be span at least 55 feet width. So, so that just side, keep going to the side, and then somewhere we should be right above it, I estimate. We can do a check with tremor sense because it's, how many feet is it? 10, 15, 50, 30 feet?
No.
Tremor sense on the spider boot.
60.
6
Pretty
feet.
sure. I'm
That's
pretty
pretty
sure.
fucking-
60. 60.
60 feet is pretty good tremor sense.
I think it's 60 at least. Let's
So-
take a peep.
We can use Spooder boot there.
Oh,
We
she's
just
Canadian
walk
now?
along and
Spooder boot.
yes,
Spooder Boote.
yep. So we use her as like a detector as we go along with it. The area should be. We can
Okay,
find
okay.
something that's off, something's different.
Sure. All right. Well, we'll do a cycle and try and find anywhere particularly large and open and strange, because that does seem like it would fit the bill for where is really big underground place.
Well, if you want big and open and strange, there is the tremendous crater in the middle of the city.
That is a very good start.
So we
How
can just
deep
go
is
on there.
how deep is the actual like literal crater?
Well, for when you were in Gael'aevas itself, you remember there in the middle of the city there was what was essentially the nobles' district and the palace of the queen. But that was underground, and you surmise that at might not have been a palace, more like a fortress, in this city version. But there is nothing but just a big hole in the ground, and what looks like maybe bits of crumbled castle bits here and there around.
Masonry.
It's probably it's the crater itself probably goes down a good sloping 60 feet.
All right, let's get to the very bottom of this crater and have a peek, because that does seem like, frankly, a good place to hide a super base is beneath a fortress.
Okay, let's see. You guys traveled what 60 miles to get here, and you've been checking around for a while, and it does take a long time to examine city blocks for things. So it's getting close. It's getting into the evening and night, and as you're heading towards the crater, you notice that there is actually a strange glow in the air that you can see now that the light of the sun is gone, and the light
Radiation.
emanates from the crater itself.
Oh,
Congratulations, we all have cancer.
well, shit. I'm not nearly enough lead for how much that might be.
Well, don't worry.
Do any of your
Regeneration.
characters know what radiation is?
I mean, we're actually future
Yes.
side. I know that Sophie does
Actually,
attacks
Sophie's
that
an
are technically
android.
radiation.
Probably would, but my
Sophie
character
might.
wouldn't.
I think Sophie's like the only one that might, except for the director
let's-
too.
Let's give it a go. Maybe I do.
Although Sophie,
Oh,
as you were
I
getting,
don't know. Maybe.
actually, what?
I'm future tech, so maybe I know. I use guns and hung around with the agency, so it's possible. I didn't in just to see. You tell me if I know or not.
Okay, well, you guys have. Oh no, I need to go turn my computer back on. It's now going to sleep because I haven't touched it.
What's the word again? You might
He's been
know.
pacing this whole time.
Oh yes.
What's your name again?
It also helps keep me
Mierah
awake. I have a
might
problem
know-
with falling asleep on the weekends. Just kind of like
Uh,
without working, during the day. Like my body just decides to just like try to take a nap because it's just sitting idle most of the time.
You're like,
So I
yes.
get really
we can
really
finally
drowsy.
rest.
Yeah. So I have to pace in order to keep it awake.
Yeah.
As Mierah might know what radiation is,
I probably don't
but
know
not
the
how to
actual,
detect
like... Yeah.
like it's radiation, you know it's bad, but you don't know what it looks like, how to detect it, and what the signs are.
Correct.
So what are you going to do? There's this strange glow in the area that you were going to go to.
Well,
Doesn't that seem dangerous,
Sophie
actually?
starts, mentioned that
Like...
this might not be so good for you people.
Sophie, you're a human right now. It's not good for you either.
Oh. Right. But
No, but I don't think you can walk into that. That's gonna really hack you up, like, a lot. Really,
yes,
really a lot.
well, we'll see.
What kind of intensity are we talking about here? Like walk in and die?
Does anyone tick?
None of you have
have
any tech to detect irradiation, and you also have never encountered it in the field before.
Well, I just happen to have these
No, I
batteries.
don't think
that
any.
actually make it.
I'm pretty sure none of you have a Geiger counter.
Tick, 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 tick,
No.
tick, tick.
But you can make a radiation detection without the Geiger counter.
Oh,
Yeah. Because it's dark right now, correct?
it is getting dark. Yes, the sun is setting.
Yes. You can actually use glass, silver, electricity and I think it was not silk. It's a piece of cloth, at least. I think it's cotton. That way you can actually capture and see like tiny light flickers.
Sophie,
in
make
case of
Sophie, make an
radiation.
intelligence check.
Okay.
He was like, it's not radiation. Oh god, please stop.
Oh.
You are certain that you could cobble something together to detect radiation, but the only problem is, where are you going to get the parts for it?
Well, I got this mirror, I got these silver coins, I got this battery that I never fucking use.
You have a battery.
We all had
Remember
batteries.
the batteries we were issued at the
It's just that
very
none of you
fucking
guys
start?
actually used, because the only person who used tech weapons left the party.
Yep.
The only. Oh dear.
Yeah. So
Oh well.
yeah, and I have the fabric for it. So
Okay. You want to spend a bit of time cobbling something together?
yes, please.
Okay. All right. So the party waits around. Is there anything anyone wants to do while Sophie's doing this thing?
No, I guess I'll just continue doing a little scoot around. I might as well, with Zagara, go to, like, other areas. There was a place where the Magic College would have been located. I'm gonna go check around there.
You said it's getting close to dark, right?
Yes, the sun is setting now.
Then me and the miscellaneous elf booties will begin making the dinner.
You guys are right there right now. Okay, so you're going to set up camp, essentially.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's plenty of wood to scavenge from the rubble, so making shelter and finding a place that is more or less indoors is easy to find. Wizard and sorcerer. And let's see. Mierah wanted to go off on her own for a bit, for a little excursion.
Yeah, stretch my legs and hang around where the magic college was, because it was where magic shit might also be located, if not here.
Okay.
I will do so on Zagara back and leave the majority of that lifting to her, but let's do a perception just in case. You know,
Right.
The best I can do is like a crit fail for Sophie. No, okay, so I mean, like, I'm probably not seeing anything, but tremor sense might tremor, so we'll just walk.
Okay. Really. Yeah, that is actually a thing. Okay, so let's see. So you are splitting off, and I'm going to put you. Let's just. I need a shit. I need a Mierah token real fast.
Yay!
It's gonna be around here somewhere. No, I'm getting close though. There it is. Oh. So you're going for the Magic College, which is somewhere in this, which is over here. So you move about in, let's say, this direction, because I'm assuming you want to avoid the crater.
Yeah, I want to avoid walking through the thing that is radiation. Yes.
As you're going, you cut through another district, and you find that this district is unlike the others. It is mostly intact, and it is vastly more overgrown with vegetation than the others are
Okay.
by a significant degree.
Alrighty. More heavily vegetated.
And with a 12.
Yeah, that's not going to spot things, but let's see here.
No, you don't find much. Like, you see that this area was very clearly a more magical oriented area. It's just on a passing glances from things. Like, the architecture is more ornate and more atypical of wizardly people. And it looks like there was a number of what were towers in this area of the city, tall spires, but they are toppled and crumbled.
Okay then. Let's go peep inside a spire. If there are any like left standable or climbable into at this level.
You can go inside one that is like half, like only the top half was blown off, and like the bottom half is still standing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll clamber on in.
All right. Well, heading on inside, you find that what looks like a bunch of empty bookshelves and various, well, mostly empty bookshelves and various cabinets and things. There is some furniture that was left, but it is covered in a fine layer of dirt and dust. You see a lot of empty spaces on shelves and in cabinets and in boxes. Clearly, their stuff used to be here, but it is no longer here.
Okay. Yeah, I have a little peep, but there's times like this I wish I could detect magic, but I don't
Might
get
help.
horizons. I just get level 1 and 2 spells, and 3. But yeah, no horizons on a ranger.
The worst type of spellcaster.
Let's see.
You sound very far away, Lily.
You are. You do sound far away.
Oh,
Wow.
sorry, you were saying?
Just saying that that's the worst type of spellcaster. Should always get at least one horizon,
Yeah,
one cantrip.
indeed. I do agree with that. But such is life in the zone.
There's not much in the way of signs of life in this area, although you do catch a few scents on the air of what you recognize as being wild animals. Say maybe perhaps stray deer or wolves, perhaps.
Perhaps some stray paradoxes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Hmm.
And back with the main party, I guess. Sophie, after some time of tinkering, you cobble together a makeshift radiation detector. And I don't know how it works, how it would detect anything. Hedrah?
Because radiation isn't, like single direction, it's omnidirectional. It's like light, but at a different frequency. So charged energy particle strikes the panel, it lights up. Like deadly radiation is, energy rich, so
Right.
it will spark up on the screen there, on the mirror there, show off as small little lights.
How far are you from the crater exactly? Like,
well, I start at the edge and start going towards it.
Oh, so you're going to the edge of the crater?
Well, I'm going towards it, so to see what it is. If it's like low-level radiation, we'll manage.
All right.
Because,
As you walk and head towards the crater, then you are paying attention to where you're going, and most of your attention is on the device in your hand. And as you're walking, you do not detect any kind of reaction to your environment. Although you will note, as you are getting closer to it, to the crater itself, you do feel in your bones, in your body, a sense of flushness returning to your extremities. An ephemeral kind of buzz seems to press against you.
Oh, this is a lot of magic.
Yeah.
This is not radiation. This is a lot of magic.
With your eyes, you can see that things are also not as they should be in this area. You didn't notice them before because your eyes were set upon the detector in your hands, but you can see that tree. You pass by what remains of a small tree that has been growing, and though its color is all wrong, and its leaves are veined with what looks like faint, with a faint blue glow where it should just be a darker green. And sometimes you'll find where there is just a pile of rocks that are just kind of slowly floating up from the ground and tumbling through the air. Occasionally you'll see a glowing fissure in the ground that radiates out from the crater itself.
Boss, I think you might either enjoy or dislike it. I think it's up to you.
Fascinating. This area has been
Wild magic.
flushed with a astonishing amount of power, enough to actually affect the physical environment.
It's starting to look like a Final Fantasy background.
It's starting to look like Avatar, but not
Although
the good Avatar.
it should be safe enough to walk around in, provided you don't set up camp and start living here. Probably won't affect anything.
Hope none of you wanted kids.
Because they're going to come out emo now. Sorry.
Or having some serious mommy issues.
Or they might come out sorcerers.
Ugh.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing.
Hardly. Yes, I think a prolonged exposure to this kind of magic could infuse one's bloodline with some degree of power. Certainly possible.
I've already got celestial blood. I don't need anything more.
Well, at least, hopefully this will be enough to give you a little kick. Or
Certainly feels like a lot nicer.
Just going to roll around in it like a dog. Like, yay! Magic!
Though I do wonder if it still might be a question of density.
Just gonna want to run in it.
Yeah. I can make that happen. I volunteer.
Well,
Come
I
down,
can.
pump me full of magic babies.
Well, Sophie starts walking towards the center, like down the crater.
All right, as you come to the
Slowly.
top of the crater itself, you can see inside of it, and you can see what is creating the glow, essentially, out from where the clear epicenter of the whatever explosion it was. There are great cracks in the ground, and which all glow with a purplish blue light. And along the ground, you can see that the ground itself has changed. It is almost looks like glass, although it is glowing with a radiance to it. In some little spots, you can even see what looks like crystals have grown up from the ground. Again, you see the phenomenon where debris or rocks from the ground
we're
have.
in Nexus.
Let me finish
So
my
we're
description.
literally we're
Let's
literally
continue
in
this.
Nexus in Outlast.
Things are floating in the air a little bit. Rocks and debris are just suspended, frozen in the air, more or less. You can actually see in some places like little motes of light that are just trailing up from these cracks and are just suspended like mist in the air. And let's see, with your perception, I'm not gonna ask you to make a check again unless you want to. But you'll find things essentially regardless.
Okay, so we're in Nether storm affected. That's good. That's cool.
It's not quite what I was going for, actually.
Well, the description is like shit is floating, magic
I
crystals.
was actually going for some of the locations in Azuna.
Well, the Azuna is effectively Nether storm 3.
No, Azuna is Ashara too.
Anyway,
Okay.
It's
do you want to make a check or do you want me to just keep talking? Because I can do either.
Well, I could always. Can I get an assistance here from the boss?
You want the boss to assist you?
Yeah.
Well, she more than likely is enjoying this massive spring of magical energy, which she could probably have a like get out a straw and start sucking it like a milkshake.
All right, well, let's see. Let's pull out this thing. See, I rolled a 12 on the dice. And let's see.
So that's a success then.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the skills because I want to. There's the skills. Perception is a lot. So yeah, an assist. So yeah, go ahead and roll.
So 39.
Yes, yes, sir. That's essentially what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Is or
so,
maybe not quite as intense as that.
so both the boss and I are being like, oh yeah, this is the good shit.
I'm gonna turn up and just both of you are rolling around in the magic. Fuck yeah, magic!
There's a lot of
And
crystal. There's a lot of crystallized arcane energy
You're gonna
around.
start snorting off each other.
turns out they get
Oh, yeah.
addicted to the mana contained within. Bodies start to warp and decay.
Well,
I've read
The
enough 40k to
difference
know where
is-
this goes.
well, in this case, it's like to us, it's more like, oh yeah, the normal level of mana that we are used to instead of like this vegan fucking diet bullshit.
This vegan diet that's slowly killing you. No, this actually feels more than like normal. This is a very highly concentrated area.
Yeah, so
So
the boss
it
is
is
happy.
more than a normal sphere's level of magic, for sure. This
Okay.
is a like you are feeling that this is like this is a lot. It's like
This is energizing.
it's like the difference
And-
between it's like you growing up in a temperate environment, then going to a dry ass desert, and then going to taking a few steps and
Into the
entering
air.
what is essentially a rainforest. Level of humidity, almost like 100% humidity.
No, I've been that. It's fucking murder, especially when it's like 38
Yeah.
degrees Celsius as well.
So like 50%, 20%, then like 90 to 100% is where you are now. Is where you are standing.
Yeah.
All right, with that perception, you see that this area was once a location of a fortress of a kind, but you are also finding debris of some strange warped debris around. Not stonework, but this is very clearly metal that has been shattered and torn into thousands and thousands of pieces.
I think it's the golem body.
Yes, taking a look around, you do find something sticking out of the ground, and what it does look like was once a faceplate of a tremendous construct. Although the great crystal that made up its eye is gray and is cracked in several places and missing a few chunks here and there.
Well, at least we found where this was supposed to be. This was a detonation.
I'll just
But from the craters, how it looks like, it wasn't done outwards but inwards, was it?
as in they tried to implode it.
No, because the difference is if the explosion is from below, it scatters and presses outwards. Now if it's from above and down, you get the crater like a V that's rounded inwards.
Maybe. Maybe. Well, regardless.
So
Oh,
I'll turn up at some point come evening and be like, just see these two fucking turbo wizards all big pupiled and wandering around in the magic.
you do see like they are searching around, although you do see as you're returning, you see like Holly will just put a hand on one of these crystals and like its glow will start to just like it will start to disintegrate and will as if it's like being drawn in and turned to dust where it is leaving until it just like disintegrates completely and it just enters where her hand is just a glow.
Having fun there, boss?
I'm feeling rather refreshed.
Alright.
This
if
area
you're
is
not magically
exceptionally
inclined,
flushed with magic.
Fair enough.
if
I'm
you're
just
not
covered in
heavily
tar
magically
dust.
inclined, this might make weird things here.
Well, I'm all about expanding the upper limits of my understanding. By which I mean I'm totally cool with standing in weird shit and getting high. So I'll just like
I have
pick a perch and
theorized, though,
lay down.
I theorized that if enough exposure might alter you in some way, at the very least, your offspring may be endowed with some magical potential in them.
Ooh, I want to jump in.
Stay here.
I just like flip. I just
This whole time,
Callie just
Callie's
goes
been
and
like been
swan
staring like
dives.
at the top, just like watching.
I just like fucking roll out a blanket and settle down in it.
Oh
Alright, sure.
shit,
Sounds fun.
Callie, who is actually made of magic.
Hell
Like,
yeah, I'm gonna
big
level up
beam.
my demon.
That sounds gross.
Touch the darkness
Yeah.
inside me.
Like,
Starts
seriously.
grabbing, just like
Crawling
lampreys onto a
in
crystal
my
and starts
skin.
chewing on it and just biting
Nom,
off
nom,
chunks of
nom,
it.
nom.
Yum, yum,
Blam,
yum,
blam,
yum.
blam.
This is what it feels like to chew 5 gum.
Blam,
Yeah,
blam,
but Callie will be probably high as fuck on magic from this shit.
Woo!
Oh yeah, she's going to be seeing some hallucinations, and is going to get in touch with her inner wizard.
blam. Don't have a bad trip.
She's going on a vision quest.
Oh, I've seen what happens here. I know what
This is
happens.
So fucking Barbitula. Coyote.
I've made one
I-
character on an LSD trip go on a magical adventure. It's how he unlocked wizard levels for his modern day human. He got fucked up on LSD crossbows that in fact Kina shot him with.
Yep, I shot him to test them
okay.
out, and they were loaded with a just shy of a lethal dose of LSD.
And since the lethal dose on
Yeah,
acid
he
is actually a
tanked-
pretty
he-
intense
he-
upper limit. It's like the bolt is filled with it.
He tanked so hard on his save,
Yeah,
like
he nat
got
one.
nat one or at least less than 5.
What's the word again? It's not like you're doing sweet, sweet jet. Because you
Yeah,
learn
it's
how to
nothing like
make
sweet,
things.
sweet jet.
Jet.
Oh man, that was such a good fucking session.
I do like me some sweet, sweet jet.
Jet was amazing in the original game.
Oh yeah, that was so good. Fucking Captain America.
Let's
that
see
shit.
what else
Who was
there is.
that? That
Oh
was-
yes, that's right. Let's see. I wonder if it actually wonder if it survived. Would anyone like to roll me a d4 of fate? Let's see if something you get something good out of this, because there may or may not be
The
something here.
The Sentience Core.
Ascension's core.
Almost that good. That counts.
Well,
3?
yeah, because if you make a golem that fucking huge, you can't really use its conscience into like everything. It would be too diluted.
There is not much left of the golem itself. Most of it has been blown to smithereens and left as twisted fragments. Although it looks like there might be more debris than there was golem. So, just to make up the one, there's more shrapnel than there was the original. However, let's see. Oh, I actually have to go to a different map for this information. 1 minute.
Oh me, oh my.
Do I have to go to that one? Yes, I think
Yes.
so. All right, let's see. Oh wait, no, there it is. There is a glint. The last remnant of the sun just passes over and totally enshadowing the crater now in the eerie glow of the magic. But the last little bit of orange light catches something that as you are searching.
Oh, what's this?
Hello, hello, hello. What's all this in?
Right, that's not
Well,
that.
let's see what this is. Given that pale as Sophie is looking flushed and lively, I'll be like, hell yeah, let's go check this out.
All right. What you see, well, it looks like a pole of some kind is sticking out of the side of the crater on one of its upper
Goddamn,
edges.
It's an upside down slab. God damn it.
No. It is there's a metal pole. At the end of it, you see what the light caught, and there's a cut diamond that is just sticking that is embedded in the base of it, or at the top of it.
They call him Steel
Wait.
Sauerkraut, the Iron Ball.
It's cut. Everybody
Wait.
knows uncut is better.
Wait. So it's a pole sticking out and it's a slight diamond.
There's a
What's
metal
at
pole
the
sticking
end?
out of the ground, and there's a diamond
What's that?
that is wedged in the bottom of it, top of it.
Okay, so what's at the other end of this pole?
Well, I don't know. It's buried in the ground.
It's probably the hammer. So let's see. Let's start checking carefully. Start digging around a bit, around the base of the pole.
Okay. Is anyone going to help little noodle-armed
Yeah.
Sophie?
I'll like roll up the blanket I've been taking.
right.
You got it? Alright, cool. I will flop back on my blanket again, watching.
Just get magically radiated.
Yeah, no, I'm like doing like soul tanning. I'm tanning but with my soul.
I'll go up and yank
think
it
about
out.
it. And then you go bang the queen again. And that is how Crusha got her magic.
Yeah. I mean, there was also the fact that the queen herself is like hecka magic and shit. That's probably
Just
not a
start
major concern.
popping out elemental kids instead of flesh
Yeah.
and blood.
Yeah. One day I'll
Fire
just.
puppies!
Yeah, exactly. One day there'll be a fire puppy. It's cool. Don't you worry, guys.
All right. So,
Yeah.
so Cadia is helping dig out this pole. Mierah is laying, just chilling out and absorbing
Awful.
Yeah, I'm just tanning.
radiation, tanning.
It's tanning with extreme
Kaelirra
prejudice.
is eating and gobbling up magic. Great.
This is not going to end
Molly
well.
is getting. What the hell is Molly doing? Is she just standing up there with the other elves, or is she gonna come into this awesome shit?
Oh no, Molly's going down. And I think Minerva also is going down. And
And be like, oh yeah.
she is,
What's going on, everybody?
her eyes start to start to dilate as she's just walking around just like, oh, this feels so good. Molly seems unaffected, though.
Fair enough.
She's like, bitch, I'm
Not
made
gonna
of
crack.
magic. This ain't shit.
Yeah. How about us?
Eh,
No,
Alright,
I was
so,
gonna
well-
do it. I was gonna do a joke though.
Yeah.
with the strapping young Cadia helping you, Sophie, you are able to dig through this like glassy ground here into the actual dirt underneath of it. And eventually you are able to dig it out and then it just falls down, thudding to the ground, thudding and sliding across the glass, cracking it as it goes. And you see what it was. It was a tremendous, like 12-foot long hammer.
It was the hammer. I said it.
Ah, the hammer
Yes,
deems
it is
me
a
worthy.
hammer. It
Do I
is-
now possess the power of Thor?
Is it
It
Boris
is-
the Soviet love hammer?
This titanic hammer is 12 feet in length and weighs a staggering 500 pounds. It has a shaft and brace of gold, and in which it clutches a massive head made out of diamond.
Cool.
You just. If there was audible, you could hear the ka-chink sound from Soup's eyes.
I thought you'd use some kind of Jew variant of human. Wait, no, you're an American. You give away all your money to like services
Yeah,
or some shit.
It's like a slot machine thing, you know, her eyes spin around and around and around.
And the weapon itself does give off a kind of a glow of light, not like the blue purple of the magic around it, but it is a kind of a soft, like golden white light.
I'm not gonna cast Detect Magic. I was about to say that. I will spellcraft this instead.
Don't want to go blind.
Well,
Don't
I
you
would
have to
just-
detect magic to spellcraft an item?
No.
I
If you're
mean, if
pretty
you
sure
know
you're looking at-
factually that it's magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unless you can actually look at the magic, how can you identify what it does? I mean, I suppose you could swing it around a few times. And say,
Inspect
I thought that's what
runes,
the spellcraft
sigils, all
skill
that
was
kind of
for.
shit. Yeah, the spellcraft skill is literally inspecting it and using things like, I'm a wizard, how do I know about all this magic shit? In what ways might it work?
actually, spellcraft thing. It's identify the properties of magic items using detect magic.
Well, Sophie is blind, and she has
Or we could
identified-
take it away from the crater.
Well, did you say that before or after she tries to identify it?
Sweet holy Jesus fuck!
Sophie attempts to inspect the hammer, and then she lets out a shriek as she like recoils and is like, ah! And she starts like feeling around, and she is blinded. For roll me a d6.
1d6 years.
Your vision just goes white, and will continue to be so for 3 hours.
That's unfortunate.
Sophie
Brutal.
holds up a finger and say, "Do not cast detect magic in here." But
Ooh,
there
hold
you
on. I gotta do
go.
a thing. I gotta do a thing.
Do
Gotta
not do
detect
that.
magic. Gotta go detect magic.
Because I'm high as fuck, so let's see how Callie interprets that command. Oh yeah, let's cast Detect
Oh.
Magic.
Do it.
Boom!
Don't do what? Oh, I should. Oh, it might be a magic
You
trap.
detect magic, not
Only one.
not
Oh.
necessarily at the hammer, but just in the general area, and it just like roll a
Everything goes white.
d6. Then
Yeah,
see
that's
how
a
long you're
one.
blinded for.
There's already a d6 been rolled.
Oh, 1 hour. You are blind and high now.
Excellent.
Hell, bad trip.
Katie is just gonna shake her head. Surrounded by idiots.
I'm just like still tanning up magic. I feel fuzzy.
Mierah,
Yes, dear.
spellcasters are blinding themselves.
Oh,
They're casting detect magic in this area, which is a poor choice.
I'm detecting magic with my eyes right now because there's
Oh,
so
they're-
fucking much of it.
Well, they're trying to detect the properties of a thing they found, an object they found in the rubble.
Uh-huh.
There's a giant golden diamond hammer over here, Mierah.
Gold and diamond, sweet. I will hop up and roll my little blanket up and stuff it back into the bag of holding. Dust
Oh, yeah.
myself off.
You want to come detect magic on this thing, Mierah?
No, I'm coming to detect money, baby. Money.
Well, you approach it and you see this 12-foot long hammer this maul that was clearly designed for a creature of tremendous size. And it is like this, like the metal on it looks like it's made out of like gold and silver. And the at the base there is a not an insignificantly sized diamond in the bottom of the shaft, but at the top, the head itself is made out of a diamond.
Sweet. Has
And
anyone
it is
got
like the size
enlarged
it is the
person?
size of your head.
I will hold this bitch out there if someone's got enlarged person.
So material wise alone, it is tremendously valuable.
Yep. I didn't have fucking ant hole prepared, even though that was so fucking useful to have at one point. Oh well.
It is
Yeah,
likely
that's fine.
extremely heavy too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna need beefing up inside. We want to haul this out of the magical pit so that the casters can look at it later without going double blind.
Well, Sophie just looks around.
Oh, I'll walk
Hey.
over and take a hand. I'm right here.
Oh, there. Oh,
Molly will grab Kaelirra's hand and will guide her along. Come on now, we're leaving. We're leaving. We're
What?
going. We're leaving the crater.
Why? This place is great.
Because everyone's going blind.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. We don't need eyes where we're going.
I
You want me to
she'll
knock her
pat-
out? I got a giant
She'll
hammer
pat your
here.
hand. I think you've had a little bit too much magic.
You're overserved.
You've drunk a little too much mana there, dear.
We're cutting you off.
Yeah.
Callie won't put up a fight, but she'll just start crying.
Oh dear, she's getting. Okay, well, let's.
She's a sad drunk.
I guess
Oh,
Molly
no.
will just. Molly will just. There. Pat. We'll hug. Console.
All right. I will. I'll activate 10 minutes of like infiltrator transformation, so I get jacked up and huge. I am now half an inch underneath the large creature size category. Someone to make me big.
I have
Make
nothing
you
to
big?
do
You
that.
know you want to.
Make
Yeah, I'm like
my
already
monster
towering.
Grow.
Yeah, I'm already like towering over everyone now.
Well, I
I don't
suppose
see
I
that.
did just consume a fair amount of energy. I could expend a little bit.
A fairy amount of energy.
I mean,
she
enlarged person's like a little itty bitty spell, right?
You say that.
Yeah.
The Holly will glow that blue light and will run her through a few magical wibbly wobbly fingers,
Mm-hmm.
and you will grow 2 size categories
Two.
as she hits you with a
Fuck.
supercharged enlarged person spell. You're
So
now,
I was
I don't know,
already basically large sized.
You are
So
now-
now I am fucknormous, I think
Oops.
the actual phrase. Yes, I'm
You're
ooge.
huge.
I think I may
You're
have gone a little
huge.
too far.
Huge.
You hear a booming Mierah voice. This is fucking sweet. And I will lift the
Stop.
hammer.
Bigly Mierah.
Okay, you are strong enough to lift the hammer, and
Clunk.
as you are lifting it, you feel this energy run through your fingers, like the power inside of the hammer is buzzing against your skin and your sense of touch.
Ooh, guide everyone out the crater. I have to try and swing this down and see what happens. But if it makes another explosion, I'm never gonna die. I gotta swing this thing. I gotta swing this thing.
You don't look much bigger than before.
I'll like, you're holding the tip of my penis. I'm huge now. I'll like
No, you're
lean. I'll place a hand on your head from way above, a nice big hand. Stretch.
Just like the hand just wraps around your head.
Rub.
Yeah, but still, you don't look any bigger than you were before.
This is true. Give it a little bit. I don't know. I mean, it's a terrible shame that Callie can't see right now, because right now I am fucking enormous in like every way.
Oh man, what? Well, let me see. I want to give your dick a hug.
I mean, it is literally that big. But anyway, out of the crater. I gotta try and swingy smashy thing.
Callie just holds her arms out. Like Gib.
Everybody out. We can't stop stupid.
Stop.
Yay!
Just starts walking. Trips.
I'm like tail wagging so hard
Are
it's
you
shaking
going?
my ass around.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna smash this hammer down real hard.
I'm
Where
pulling
are you
everybody
standing?
out.
Edge of the crater.
Where are you aiming the hammer?
Into the crater.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Do it,
Okay, maybe
do it.
No.
But, alright, other
No.
side of the crater. Probably not a
No,
good idea to
do
in the
it.
magic.
You would
I
have done it if
don't
the
wanna,
DM
destroy
hadn't
the
said anything,
building
so keep
beneath.
doing it.
The boss and Sophie are still in the crater.
Oh.
That's why I said to them to get out of
Everybody
it.
out. Everybody out.
Yeah, I'll wait for them to leave. I don't intend to bring it
We're
down.
pulling you out.
Yeah,
We're-
Kadia and Molly are
Physically-
basically fishing you out.
Yeah, physically bringing you out.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
swing it down while they're still in it. Jesus.
Don't attack the crater because we can just suck that bitch dry before moving on.
Fine, I won't hit the crater.
Don't explode the crater.
Ooh,
Like the whole
I know.
piece
And then
of
I'm gonna
fucking
start like bolting it from like, I guess I would have been. Oh, I can't actually control my token. From the edge of the crater, I'm just gonna run into the magic place again and just fucking heave that hammer down as hard as I possibly can. Like double-handed, big stance swing.
Hmm.
I think right now my strength is 27, 29, and I'm huge size category.
Now where did I put that? Oh right, I'm on another map.
Yeah, don't attack the only fucking piece of magic that exists and discuss the second hello.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so you run into the crater.
No. I run to towards the Magic City. I don't want to blow up the crater. That would be a terrible idea.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they persuaded me away from it. They also kind of want to drink the only source of magic around this fucking place. So it's like, all right, that sounds actually like a good idea.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna run up to here, just onto this corner, and then bam, just in this direction, just heaving ultra bitch, two-handed swing.
Hammer down.
Yeah.
As you heft the hammer and you prepare to and you swing it, you feel like the buzzing increase in intensity, and you see like the whole head just kind of like starts to like glow, and it flashes with like a lens flare kind of effect on everybody's eyes, and then
It was not blind.
slams it into the ground using her titanic strength. And oh fuck, I went to the wrong. I lost the fucking stats.
Everyone else like, was it cool? Oh god, that was so awesome. We will never again see something that amazing. Blood's like, oh.
Let's see. Okay. And as the hammer hits the ground, it flashes, and you feel like a kickback in your arm go through your arms as it hits the ground, and you see this pulse of light and this shock and this shock wave just kind of like travel forward and just wreak utter destruction upon everything within 30 feet ahead of you. It just gets shattered and blown to pieces. There's like not exactly a trench just smashed into the ground, but there is like a clear path of devastation.
Diablo 3 Barbarian Shockwave.
Essentially.
I will like rest the hammer on my shoulders, like still tingling and pulsing with it, but then also at the same time, bop.
And then you have this massive erection.
I don't know which hammer is more threatening now.
The hammer or like the God, what is it? What would it be when you're huge size? Like
let's
2
see
feet
here.
long?
Bigger. Than,
gigantic.
Let's have a quick look here. I mean, it was 11 inches to start.
And your height doubled.
Well,
yeah.
And then you doubled again, so
Yeah.
you're 4 times.
So it's a
that
44-inch.
God.
4 foot. Well, 3.
Yeah. AKA a
3.5.
1.1 meter penis.
Wow, that's quite tremendous.
Horse donger.
Yeah, it is over a meter in length.
Wow. That's fairly impressive.
Yeah, I'm just standing around like feeling incredibly proud of myself. That was so sweet. Like holy shit.
It's a good thing you didn't do that inside the crater.
Yeah, probably for the best. It's a shame that those two were blind. They would have enjoyed that. That was pretty cool.
Yes.
What do you think,
Would have been-
boss? Well,
It is an impressive weapon for this world.
What, me or the hammer?
Well, I suppose both in this case.
Yeah.
Although I think you'd have a hard time finding someone to use that other weapon of yours in this current state.
I'm sure we can find a way.
Now that it's out of
Hey,
the
Dragon.
ambient energy of the crater, it would probably be safer to identify it.
I look at it, kind of sad to let it go. Oh, yeah, I guess. I will gently place it down, which still probably sounds like.
It does make an impressive thunk on the ground when it is dropped or placed down. It is very heavy.
I like dust my hands off a few times. Like,
I
God, that makes my
suppose
fingers
Sophie
tingle.
is still blind for some time.
You want to take a crack at it, boss?
I can, and I shall. And I think, let's see. In fact, I'm going to do a different thing. I'm going to do a. She's going to cast Analyze Dwemer on the hammer.
Analyze Duama. Of course, all I have to do to in the Pathfinder box to get it is to write the word anal, which is a good start.
Yes, yes.
You observe magical auras, examining creature or object, friends, magic, and its functions. Cool. So, what does this do, boss?
This weapon. I haven't seen a weapon this strong in this world before. This is, I suppose to them, this might be an artifact of some considerable strength. This is a. This weapon is a +2 holy demon bane great hammer
Ooh.
with an added effect that it can discharge its energies forward in a wave of destruction whenever it is swung, affecting all creatures within a 30-foot line.
That's pretty cool. I wish I were a more legitimate wielder of hammers. I'll have to make do with the most massive fuck-off bow ever, but that'll come in handy. I mean, this thing's already a demon's bane. I'm hecking up to be a real demon smasher.
I'm judging from the crater, I would say that this hammer smashed a great many demons.
Well, probably. Let's keep this one away from Callie, actually. I think if she'd been anywhere near this thing, then it would have ruined her day significantly.
I would advise that she does not touch it. Things that are designed to be holy and the bane of demons tends to have a very adverse effect on their health.
It might sober her up like immediately in the most unpleasant way, though.
Undoubtedly.
Sweet. I suppose the only question is carrying it regularly. Like, how much does this thing weigh? It might actually be too much to cram in my magic bag. Unless I ditch all, 12 of my bear traps, maybe. They're surprisingly heavy.
It weighs about 500 pounds.
That is actually the maximum weight my bag of holding can carry. I can't carry... Yeah.
Whistles a bit.
Sophie, how much can your bag of holding carry?
Can carry up to 1,500 pounds.
Oh, you got both 3?
4.
Sick. Yeah, all right then. Can you open your bag up wide? I'm just gonna slide this in all nice and gentle, like.
Okay, just looks around and tries to pat for her bag, and it's like, ah, here it is.
Hold on, it's just a
open
dress
it.
that she
Let's
opens out.
see.
Fuck!
There is a name
No.
inscribed on the weapon too. The hammer has a name. It is named
Oh,
Judgment
incredible.
for the Fallen.
That's pretty cool. All right,
And
then I
its
will.
magic bag of holding is her, Mary Poppins bag.
Yeah.
How wide can you open that? Because the head is quite girthy.
I've never found a problem yet fitting a head in.
You just get the
I'm
head
not
in
about
and
to struggle
the
to do
shaft just slides in. I don't care.
Obviously, what I have to do is I have to jam it in really quickly. That'll no.
How big is the head?
I don't know. It's like
That might be a few feet wide, actually. What was it? 12 long?
it is 12 feet long.
Foot and a half.
Wide,
that's
yeah,
still
it's probably,
good.
but the head is probably about, yeah, I say maybe like a foot and a half wide, and it's maybe like 2 feet long.
Yeah, that fits just exactly then because it's a 2x4.
Dope.
It can hold up to 250 cubic feet of volume.
Yeah, I've got 70 cubic and 500 pounds. Which is why the bathtub I've got in there is collapsible instead of the cool one and just like pulling a bathtub out of a bag, which would be way cooler, but we make the things we got.
A whole bathtub.
Yeah, I mean it's collapsible,
Yeah.
so it's not like literally a fucking dope ass bathtub. I wish it were, but it is not.
Cast iron bathtub.
Yeah.
Like
No, it's ceramic,
bronze
like
one.
a fucking ceramic with like gold taps that aren't hooked up to anything. just a fucking dope bathtub connected to nothing. That's what I want.
It would be easier if it was those Victorian copper bath.
I mean, it probably is something like that. I don't know. Anyway, regardless, it's a collapsible thing. So yeah, no, not as cool. But yes, I will gently slide Justice for the Fallen into your bag's tight hole.
Yeah. Just get the head in, and the shaft just slides in with the
This is the
rest.
first time something's ever brushed the sides of this bag on the way in.
Indeed.
I feel so proud of myself. Oh, that was good. So it's a dope ass hammer there.
Slurp. There we go.
Nice.
All nice and tight there.
Excellent. I still suspect that we need to get like underneath this crater. Like there's got to be an entrance somewhere underground. Like it's just so fucking magic.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you remember, the craters was inside there, but we need to. I can't really see anything right now, but Sagara can.
Oh yes, we can do some tremor sensing for you.
Yeah.
How
So
late
you
is
can
it?
walk along.
Oh, it's dark now.
Dark,
Now
yeah.
it is dark, and it is a
All right.
there are no lights
we'll
in this city. You are basically in the wilderness now, and it is nighttime.
Okay, we'll do one circuit of the crater and then and hook up a little camp tent. Not technically in the crater, as much as fun as that would be.
I might
poor
actually have to
Callie might actually OD.
I might actually, if you did do that, I might actually have to do something.
Really? Oh, okay. In which case, maybe we should set up camp in the middle of the crater.
God.
How it would work for the magic users, but non-magic users would be like, yeah, no.
I'm like, quick, boss, I want to fool around in the middle of the crater with you and my huge penis!
Just fuck
See
in
what
the
happens.
middle of the crater.
Yeah. Just rend the earth with the different kind of hammer.
Yeah, but there's a problem, and then you got a seaman golem just like.
Oh no, yeah, some kind of monstrous cum golem.
Yeah. Imagine that a fucking seaman golem out of the fucking John Carpenter's that thing. Like,
No!
mother.
No. No. Let's
We'd have to
avoid
go to
that.
Callie. Succubus is the only person who could speak Seaman.
Oh my
How
God.
what I heard say, it's snack time.
Well, I don't know. Is it snack time?
Just lay the dick on Cal.
I was gonna be
You'll
like, I can
instantly
fill
know.
a bathtub right now. I don't know if you understand how much I'm working with here.
Oh, fill me up.
This is a meter. It is over a meter long, in fact.
Oh my God.
Meter, I hardly knew her.
And the balls are like the size of like pumpkins.
Yep.
God.
Just lay the dick on Callie. She'll know.
Yeah, that's true. Splunk.
Alright, well,
The
Callie
boss
just starts giving it a body job.
sighs. Just sighs and shakes her head.
No, let's
Molly blushes profusely and will turn away and will give you some privacy.
We're like, I don't know how long the spell lasts, so might as well get this done here.
I don't remember how long the spell lasts.
Shit. I'm now horrified of how long this might last. What was it, like empowered enlarged person or something?
I'm going to have to check on that in just a moment.
What's your name again? Wizard, it's actually all the meta magics.
I just hear furious mouse scrolling.
Yeah.
Uh,
I actually got this. I actually like this mouse. There's a button on it. It's like got like the mouse wheel actually has two settings on it. One where it's like well a normal mouse wheel, and then I click the button behind it, and it just like I don't know what it does. It just like unhinges the mouse wheel, and you can just
It's
like
a
you spin it
madness.
once, and it just goes. It just spins and spins and
nice.
spins.
I fucking destroyed the mouse wheel on my last mouse, sadly. This new one I've got isn't as good, but it wasn't too pricey.
fuck y'all. Jet
Oh, there it
Logitech.
is.
I mean, they're great. They are indeed great. But the Logitech one I was interested in didn't, wasn't in stock. So I got a different one. I don't even know what it fucking is. Some Chinese thing.
Oh,
But
the
it's okay.
spell's gonna last about half an hour.
Fuck. It's like after I've done, I don't know, turning Callie over, I'm like, I'm still big.
Whee!
It's gonna last a while.
Oh, okay.
More.
I think you've had enough.
it's just a
You're
lake.
you are high on magic, and now you are drunk on jizz.
Yay!
Having a party. She's just having a party over here.
Party in my pants.
Where? Where? Sophie just looks
Oh yeah,
around.
I'm like, oh, don't slip in the puddle.
Slip on what?
Guide Sophie away before she ends up falling over in a lake, a small pond.
You don't. Or do you have anything to contribute to this scene there, Cadia? What is
Yes, Cadia.
Cadia's?
Do you want to
what
say
is-
hello to my
How
little
hard is Cadia face palming at this?
Lily, are you muted?
Maximum face
Third.
palm.
She's probably
back.
there. Welcome back.
Oh, you're back. Okay, you didn't. So you
Yeah,
don't know what
sorry.
happened. Okay. Well, while you were gone, some things happened.
I was around about the time Mierah was sliding her hammer into.
Sophie's tied
Oh,
back.
some other things happened with a very different.
Yeah, I then slid a different hammer all over someone and made a small lake.
Woo!
To which Kina then asked, "How is Cadia reacting to this depravity?"
I'm walking away.
Just
Yeah.
walking away.
On that third one, that's exactly how hard she's palming.
That's pretty good. I like that. I like that image. Pretty good.
That is great.
Hold on. We just
Dimensional facepalm.
Are you sure you don't want to participate as well, Cadia? I could make you giant as well.
Why would I participate?
I don't think Cadia likes sex.
I like it just fine.
Cadia is not going. Is just on the job still.
I have no interest in having sex with you.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Like a little
burn!
I can understand that I'm not everyone's type.
Would you like me to cast a ray of frost on that burn you got there?
I'm just gonna go take a few giant steps over this way.
I mean no offense.
Oh no, none taken.
She's so
prefer
offended.
my-
Oh my god.
I prefer my partners much less promiscuous.
Oh, you are a
serial
a
monogamist.
committed type of person.
I just like to know where my partner has been.
Oh,
Hard to miss me like this.
If you're at a party and you're eating chips, it's nice to know that the dip that you're using hasn't had penises you have never seen or heard about in it before.
As a succubus, I resemble Aasimar.
Yes, you do.
Yes,
But
I
Given
do.
that she's coded white at the moment.
Mierah has given you a run for your money. She is more succubus than you, I'm afraid.
What? No, you're gonna have to fight me for it.
Right now I'd win pretty assuredly. You're blind,
No.
and
She
my
has
penis is
so
over
many
long.
kids. and
she's
she
blind,
doesn't even
high,
remember
and
having
drunk.
sex with those people.
No, I just suddenly go, oh no, children. I only hope that my offspring don't make the same mistakes that I make.
Haha, you're a baby
technically-
daddy.
Technically, right now, your offspring don't exist.
Yet.
Yet. Oh shit.
Well, with the timeline change,
No.
they wouldn't have ever existed.
Multiverses. It's fine.
Yeah. Multiverse theory. Instead, if one of them becomes the Flash, they can run backwards in time so hard they jump into a different
If one
universe
gets
to then
fucked
fight
up, there's
evil
plenty
Mierah.
of others.
Yeah.
There's plenty of
Just
others
the-
that aren't fucked up.
Just mentioning there's two elves here somewhere.
Being a
Oh, you guys
monogamist
are
is
like on
being
the other
rude
side. Oh, you guys
sexual.
are on the other side of the fucking crater.
Yeah, Sophie points into a
From their
wall.
camp.
Come on. Take that. Points at the wall and says, "Come on, look at that. They're probably not seeing that big.
They can't see you. They're on the other side of the crater. They didn't go into
Yeah,
that
but
shit.
Sophie can't see. Sophie can't
She can't see either. She's just
Oh, I see
pointing.
what your joke is. You're
Nothing,
pointing at a
yes.
wall.
into a
Yes.
wall.
I get it now. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look at that shit. It's huge. That's good. It's a wall. That's a wall, brother. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll
I'm
have to
gonna.
indulge in that one day.
Oh,
So, not here.
all right.
Although maybe that time is coming soon.
At some point, like the infiltrator wears off. I'm like, finally, I'm shrink. Ah, shit, I'm still huge.
You're still
Like, it's, yeah.
And then after about half an hour has passed in total, like then you shrink down back to medium.
Oh, phew.
So how was the weather up there?
Hard to describe. Magical, very magical.
Well, there's a lot of things around here that are magical at the moment.
No, very true. Well, I suppose we should probably set up a thing and sleep so that we can dive into this crater tomorrow. I'm gonna go do my walk with Zigzag.
We should collect this this one and bring her back to her tent where she can come down.
Don't say come again, you'll trigger her. She actually just
Let's
looks like she
see, I
got off
wonder
a
if I
season of like Nickelodeon Gacked or something. She's just coated.
I think Callie's just
Maybe I should
asleep
end
now. She's had everything she ever wanted.
Roll her over so she's got an even on both sides, and then slide her into a thankfully waterproof tent.
I could just wash her off with another one of those big balls of water.
Just you wait. That will have disappeared overnight. Just you wait and see. I'm trying to test a theory of whether succubuses can absorb jism by osmosis.
By osmosis. I haven't heard of that.
Okay.
This is for science now. We need to know.
I haven't heard this theory before.
The plural is succubi.
This is true.
She has you there.
Yes.
Well,
Succubuses
back
would
to
be
camp.
public transportation in the Abyss.
I could add on to that, but I'm gonna not.
Okay. Time to head back to camp then.
All right. Okay.
Sophie smashes into a tree.
Shit.
Not the way.
Oh, guide her again.
Guide to, I guess, Hall. So who wants to carry Kaelirra?
I mean, let's face it. I made that mess. I'll handle it.
Okay, Molly will guide Sophie then.
It would be hilarious if you drag her back.
Lose a snail trail.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're pulling, sliding something on glass. The squeak sound.
Well, you guys head back towards your camp, where, however, when you get there, your elves are gone.
What the fuck? Where'd our elves go?
What else
gone?
we have?
There were like two other elves. Callie's friends.
They are gone.
Callie, where'd your friends go?
Callie is asleep.
Fuck. Alright. I like wipe some straight jism off myself and attempt some tracking.
Okay. You can find some tracking, all right.
Now,
Nice.
tracking
Wow.
is my specialty. I am still a
Wow.
ranger. Tracking is the one. My tracking is Sophie's overall perception.
Okay, well, tracking you are able to you were able to find. There are several sets of like prints or tracks around that do not belong to any of you. And that is where I'm going to have to call it now. My throat is hurting quite a bit now. It has gone from scratchy to painful.
Uh-oh.
Aww.
Have you not drunk anything?
I've been drinking water constantly this entire time.
Have you tried sitting down?
I've been sitting down all
Impossible.
day.
Have you had some lozenges?
No. I don't like eating lozenges because no
You
one
don't
sells
need
the
them,
ones
suck on them.
no one sells the ones I like anymore.
Aw.
And also, lots of them will give you the shits.
Ugh.
Well, don't get the ones with super hardcore amounts of shitty sweetener.
All the things people sell are halls, and I don't like halls.
Oh yeah, soothers are gross.
Those are gross.
All right, thanks
I
for
liked
running,
I loved when I was sick, when I used to be younger and I would get sick. I used to actually like the Hall's fruit breezers because they were actually nice.
Mm-hmm.
They were actually good, and they tasted good, and they actually did work. And I just haven't seen them in years.
You know what actually works when you're sick and when you're little?
What?
Vicks Vapor Rub.